And moreover, you've built the name, the Powerhouse, right? For which I'm actually curious about. Why Powerhouse? What made you think of that name?
Tell me what you like. Forget about money. What do you like? I told I want to become like a YouTuber. I want to make videos. He's like, you join content team. You see if you like what you're doing. Then I joined. Then I came to know you have to write content. You have to create posts. And during COVID, it started booming. And then we were like, okay, let's keep doing. No money, nothing, zero. 1.5 years, zero money. But we were like, it made me happy. So my YouTube started taking off. No? So what they told is, tell me, do you want to continue? We have a job for you. We will pay you this much monthly. But you have to give your 9 to 6 here.
And the remaining.
And here YouTube just got monetized. So I don't know how much it was paying me. But I was curious. So I started making money. I was like, this is nice. I started telling my parents, I'm getting 25,000 for one video. And I was like, oh, so much. Because others work for that every single day. Like
that's somebody's monthly salary.
Yeah. Mangalore is a small city. At least compared to other cities, it's a smaller city. And in that you have 1 lakh following.
Exactly.
You imagine 1 lakh people from your city is there to support you.
What made you decide to start doing podcasts?
Oh,
and
what made you decide?
And how does it feel to be on the side of the table?
3 hours watching an IPL match is my work. Can you believe that? Going and watching a movie
is
like
work. 3 hours of research if you put it in another way. What do you think about this concept of consistency?
Consistency is needed.
But to what extent? Because the kind of pressure, the kind of competition that they create with this idea of consistency as a content creator, I think that's one of the reasons why some content creators assume that they are not doing well because they're not consistent. There are content creators who like once in a blue moon they post something and they are hitting it off like with viral million views.
I'm like, are you mad? I am posting 1 hour content, one in a week. Why do I have to do part 1, part 2? You do it on yourself.
Welcome back to yet another episode of the Saltsnap podcast, and today we're going to check things up a bit because today we have the powerhouse of Nammakudla, Sharan Chilimbi, and he's going to be on the other side of the table because we've seen him host podcasts before, but he's on the other side and I'm going to be asking you all the questions.
Yes.
Welcome and thank you to Village Restaurant for hosting us today and being our venue partners. Right, so you guys, in this podcast, we're going to talk about new age influencing as a concept, right? But more than that, we're going to talk about the powerhouse, his journey, because he's one of the top most influential content creators in Mangalore. So how did you start your day today? Went well?
This is the first thing that I came. Like, this is the first thing I did today. This is the first shoot. I woke up.
Is this your first shoot?
And I came.
Is this your first podcast in English?
Yes, it is.
Welcome.
Thank you. Now they'll comment, Nikal, English no?
Well, for a change, I think we should.
Yeah.
Right?
Today, y'all can judge my English.
No, I'm not going to judge though.
Which school did you study?
I studied in Teresa's.
Good English.
Where did you study?
St. Aloysius, Urva. Yeah, there we spoke in Tudu only with our friends.
And then what about your PUC and your degree?
Aloysius, this one, Lighthouse. My school was in
So was like Damana and Sitana, your favorite chart place? I'm not about Sitana. I'm not sure about the name. I think Damana.
Yeah, Damana was everybody's favorite. I used to not go and have so much. Even samosas, very few. I used to eat from the college canteen.
So honestly speaking, I'm really honored because you're one of the best content creators in Mangalore.
Thank you.
And it's not just me saying that. I'm pretty sure the Mangalorean folks are watching this are also going to say that. So if I were to ask you, Sharan, who is Sharan Chilimbi?
Very nice. Very good question.
Let's say for the non-Mangalorean folks, let's get to know you a little better.
Who is Sharan? You want to know about Sharan or do you want to know about Powerhouse?
Good question. I think we'll start with, you know what? Let's start with the powerhouse. I think that's the place from where Sharan will also emerge.
Okay, so 2019 is when Powerhouse started, like full-fledged. Of course, my Instagram name, the Powerhouse, came long ago, like 2014 or 16. But full time I started in 2019. But it was just out of like,
Curiosity?
no, fun, Marle.
Marle
This is
cutting.
mad, yeah. See, now this is like a full time job of mine, and a lot of people. There are a lot of people who do content creation. But back then it was very new. We used to do dub smash and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember?
TikTok.
Yeah, dub smash, Musically, then TikTok, and then Reels. So that's how it started. It was just madness. We wanted to do something. We didn't.
So were
have
you like a
job.
group of people doing it together?
No, it was initially it was my idea that I want to do something because I used to do TikTok, and then I left for a job. So I stopped TikTok. On TikTok also I had a very good name back then. Even
And then
Dub
they
Smash.
banned it.
Yeah, even on Dub Smash, like my videos used to go viral on WhatsApp. People used to share on WhatsApp. Okay,
Wow.
those days. And then I left TikTok and all of that for job. And when I came back, there were so many creators. I couldn't.
So how long were you in this full-time job and when did you come back?
1 month, but for that 1 month, in that 1 month, there were so many creators. Also, just before that, for a year, I got into dancing, like full time. I was in a reality show on Daiji World, Nasna. That's why I know a little bit of Konkani.
Ah,
also.
Konkani gotta tuka.
Gotta Konkani. So I was there. I was into dancing. So I left this content creation. Okay, for some time. I was not very interested, or maybe my interest and passion was something else, dancing. I was not on TikTok that time. I was not regularly posting. During that time, there were a lot of creators that came, and I had to take a back seat. And they grew. On TikTok. The growth was really like very fast. Videos used to hit millions. Okay, even if you do it in Mangalore or in Tulu,
Wow.
that reach. on
Golden
TikTok.
days.
Yeah. Yeah, on TikTok it was like that. But when I came back, of course, I didn't know what to do. And when I went on TikTok, everybody is a creator there, and people are doing dance videos, lip sync videos. And till then, even I used to do lip sync videos. Then I realized that if I have to stand out, I have to do like original, like I have to speak.
You have to do the original.
Yeah, I have to speak. I cannot do lip sync anymore. And that is how I started. I thought, let me do dialogue video. Like I will write and do something. Initially, first 2-3 months, very bad. It was very bad.
You did this all by yourself?
Yeah. Back then I watched Bhuvan Bam's videos. I somehow discovered Bhuvan Bam. He was huge, like 3-4 years into YouTube. I discovered him late. But when I saw his content, I realized that I don't need anybody. I just need one phone. Because he used to do all by himself. And then I was like, oh, I can do it on my own. And that's how I started. But I had a couple of friends who used to do the review of the video before it went public. I used to send it to them. They used to analyze, oh, this is good, bad, what can you expect? Even if it is bad, I used to post. It's not like I should not post because I put in efforts. No, I should be like, let's
just see how it goes.
1,000 people were watching. That time I had following, like I think 3,000 followers I had. 1,000 views and all I used to get. So I was like, 1,000 people, no, nothing happened. And we started posting.
Let's just push it.
Yeah, and that's when lockdown also came, Corona. And people were at home and I was also free. And my mom told me that do MBA. I told, please give me those 2 years. I don't want to waste in college because I didn't feel like it's of any use to me because I was not very interested. Because once I went for a job because my mom wanted me to, HR. And then I realized that it's not for me. That's why I came.
So in that 1 month of that job, how did you feel? Like, did you think that corporate was meant for you?
No, that was horrible, man. I was hanging in the local trains. Can you believe that?
Where in Mumbai?
Yeah, local trains. My Crocs flew. My tie is flying somewhere. I am hanging outside. Every day on the newspaper, there is news of somebody died. Okay,
oh God.
On local train. Somebody fell off the train. Like that. Such news. And when I read that, I'm like, next is me. Tomorrow my news. That's what I was thinking. I was so scared. Then I realized, I told my mom, like, I wake up at 6 o'clock there. Okay. And then if we catch a train, I have to take 2 trains to go to my workplace. I'll reach there at 7:30. Okay.
So it's almost like
7:38. And then work starts. 6 o'clock, work done. Again, catch 2 trains and come back. I'll reach home at 8:30, and I used to stay with my own colleagues, my seniors, and they will make you work because I'm an HR. I have to look after them, even in the house. Okay? I have to look after the groceries. If the cook, they had cook and all, so if we have to manage that also. So I am working till I go to sleep. And every night when I sleep, no, just before I sleep, I'm like, what am I doing? I was just thinking, at 40, if I'm doing this, my life is a waste. Okay, I cannot. I was getting good money, but I'm thinking, what I'll do with that money? I'll have to send it home only. To enjoy, though, I don't have time. And I was like, no, this is not for me. I absconded from the job.
You absconded?
Can you believe it? I was like, I can't do this job, okay. And I went to the job. I was in the construction site, okay. I was the admin there, I was the HR there. I went there, and the washrooms are there, right? So I wanted to pee, so I went to the washroom, and it was not cleaned, okay.
Okay.
Like shit. It was literally shit everywhere. I went to my boss and told me, the toilet is not clean. You know what he told me? He's like, get it clean. I was like, this is my job. I scored distinction to get the toilets clean. Madness. He's like, this comes under your job.
As a part of HR?
Yeah, admin. In the construction site is to keep the toilets also clean. In Mumbai, I am very new, 15 days, 20 days, or almost a month in. And I have to get the toilets clean. Who will I go and ask? I couldn't, okay. I was like, this is not happening. I have to run today. I took, during the lunch break, I had to actually go to a bank, okay. And I had asked permission with my boss that I'll go to the bank afternoon, post lunch. He had told, okay, come back within 2 hours. So what I did, during my lunch, while I was having lunch, I saw flight tickets, okay. Flight tickets I saw. Next flight was at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. flight. And it cost me 12,000, okay, for the ticket.
Oh,
okay.
boy.
12,000.
Yeah, last minute ticket.
Yeah, last minute ticket. In that also I did some mess up. Because I was so tense, I booked the wrong date. I booked 1 day, 1 week later ticket. That was 3,000. I booked that first. Then I realized that this is 1 week later. I'm like, 1 week can I wait here?
Yeah.
1 week can I survive? I was like, no. Then I cancelled that. No refund. 3,000 went. Then this 12,000 ticket. I didn't have 12,000 rupees. I called my sister and said, I am leaving. I have not told mom. Can you send 12,000 rupees? Or can you book? She told, are you sure? I was like, 12,000 that I'll make in Mangalore someday. Okay. Now I have to leave. Then she booked. She called my mom, told, and she booked.
Packed your putli and just...
Then from the hotel, I went to my room. I packed my bags. Everything. I packed everything. My cook is there. He's like, sir, kahan ja rahe aap? And I was like, ek emergency hai. That's why I have to go. Don't tell sir about it. I will tell them later. Now what you do is, you keep your mouth shut. I will leave now. I left. Okay. I took a cab. That cab driver is a criminal. You imagine
what?
My condition. Yeah, he's a criminal. He murdered.
How did you get to know that?
He only told. So
wow.
I was all tensed, right? I'm leaving. I'm very sad that I am a failure. I didn't do anything here, and I know my mom is gonna be sad. All of that, and I am traveling in that cab. And he started speaking. Kahan ja rahe ho sir aap? I'm like, I am done with this job. That's why I'm leaving. So I asked him, what are you doing in Mumbai? He's like, abhi to police mere piche pada hai. I was like, what happened? Then he's like, he chopped somebody's leg off. It's okay. In his city. And he's like, मैं आपको दिखाऊं photos दिखाऊं WhatsApp. I'm like, no.
Dear God.
He's telling me he broke his leg. We broke his leg. He was bleeding and all. I don't want to see that. I'll freak out. Then when we reached airport, he didn't have Google Pay because anyways he's a criminal, for proper phone and all that. He doesn't have Google Pay. I was like, I don't have cash. If I don't have cash, if I can't pay him, he'll chop my leg off. I was thinking about that. Okay. So I was like, I was just praying. I think, Korakaja, please. I should have some money. I opened my wallet, okay. The bill was, I had to pay him 700 rupees.
Okay.
In my wallet, 800 rupees. I was
Correct.
like, God, thank God. I gave him 700. I'm like, bye, see you. I will never see you. But I'm like, bye, thank you, bye. I'm going to help Kia, all the best. No, I told, I came, I took, for the first time I boarded the flight alone. That's also an achievement. Okay, alone.
You had a lot of firsts in that 1 month, huh?
Yeah. Then what? All that happened, I reached.
And how old were you back then?
I was what? Just after college, 21. And then I came out, like from the airport, Mangalore airport. My parents are waiting, full disappointed faces.
Oh.
And then, yeah, then after that, once I came down, is when that time digital marketing was very new.
It
just started. So I found some college, A&M college, that's here only, Malikatte. Like some course they were offering. I was like sitting at home and telling people that I will do something. Let me at least go and study. Let me do a course. So I did a 3-month course. Then I joined an internship in Alter. There I started figuring out what do I like doing. So then they put me in, there also I didn't like what I was doing. Then they put me in content team. You do content.
Like content writing?
Yeah. I used to write content for brands.
Wow.
Like create posts, my idea. Starting they put me in social media marketing. They had to run ads and all. And I didn't like. Then Arjun asked me, the boss of Walter, he asked me, what do you like doing, Sharan? Tell me what you like. Forget about money. What do you like? I told, I want to become like a YouTuber. I want to make videos. He's like, you join content team. You see if you like what you're doing. Then I joined. Then I came to know you have to write content. You have to create posts. And I added my touch, Tulu touch. There nobody used to do Tulu kind of content. So I started doing that. And that started running for the brands. Okay. But still, I was not happy because my face was not there or something. I don't.
Yeah, because when it comes to content, it's usually back in, right?
And I didn't enjoy it. It was something new, but I didn't enjoy it. I wanted something more. I wanted to do something big. That's what I felt. So I did that, and then COVID happened. So our work got switched. I had to write subtitles, which I didn't like. Morning I wake up and write subtitles for the podcast. That I didn't enjoy. Then at the same time I started doing videos for my account. So what I learned there, what they
used
taught
to apply it to you.
Yeah, but with my face. For the brands it didn't work, but for me it worked. Whatever they told, content creation basic. First is target audience. So I had to think, now this is my video. Now if I'm doing a video on say friendship, who is my target audience? This age group might be a target audience. Now if I'm targeting 18 to 24, what are the things that comes in our friendship, 18 to 24 friendship? These are the things that will come. Now if I'm targeting about 25, what are the things they'll talk about? They might talk about maybe wedding scenes or business or something like that. At 18,
so you knew who you wanted to target.
Yeah.
Basically you applied whatever you learned with your content creation.
Yeah, correct. So that worked, and during COVID it started booming, and then we were like, okay, let's keep doing. No money, nothing, zero. 1.5 years, zero money. But we were like, it made me happy. After a very long time, after this experience of mine, I genuinely started becoming happy when I started posting videos.
I think that's because you enjoy doing it. Work should never feel like work.
Exactly. It didn't feel like work. Because there's no money also coming, so it's not work.
Understandable, completely.
Was fun. It was just fun. Morning you wake up, you think what video to do. Go inside the room, shoot, come and edit, post.
With just your phone?
Yeah, and a tripod. My parents were like, what is he doing? He's going inside the room and shouting, screaming. Because I used to do rant videos. That I had to be loud. In real, I'm not that loud. Okay, my parents also know this guy doesn't scream and all, but inside the room he's going and screaming. What is he doing? Then that's how we started. Then my account started taking off, and then we thought like, let's do it. Let's think about money and all later. Then we started posting on YouTube, and then it got monetized. So then
Instagram and YouTube went hand in hand. You did them together?
No, first I started with Instagram. I did short 1-minute videos, and then I asked my friend, should I post it on YouTube also? What is that? Let me post. He's like, okay, but on YouTube you have to post longer videos, horizontal frame. So I was like, okay, let's shoot something for YouTube separately. And then I did videos for YouTube, little longer, like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. On Insta we used to do 1 minute. So 3 minutes, 5 minutes I started doing. Then I somehow explored, I saw Tanmay Bhatt's content, and he had just started vlogs. Okay, he started vlog. I not just started. Maybe he was.
I think he picked up the pace by that time.
30 vlogs or something. Yeah, 30th vlog, something like that. And I was like, what is this vlog? Let me also try. So I had to go to the bank that day, and I knew Sarthak was coming. Sarthak is my friend. I was like, okay, let me start. I went to the bank. I came back and told, welcome back to another not so professional Tulu vlog. Something like that I told. Some dialogue, I don't remember.
Was it your first video?
Yeah, first. Welcome to not so professional Tulu vlog. I don't know what I'm doing. Yadada mantondule gottiji. I'm bank both batte. Something new. Tu kadada. Then Sarthak came. I made videos of him. He's also like, Dada mantondule. What are you doing? What is this? I was like, even I don't know. Let's do. Then we went to the dance class. We danced there. That video we took. We came back. I edited. It became like a 10-20 minute vlog. I was like, this is YouTube content. I posted. Okay. Like that, 2-3 I posted. And I see there are views. Like 7,000 views, I was like, shit, 7,000 views on
Back
YouTube.
then on YouTube, how many subscribers did you have?
It was beginning, no.
Like just...
Yeah, 100. Yeah, we started like that. And when I started doing vlogs, I think I had reached 1,000 subscribers or more. And then I started doing. Then that watch hours and all got completed within 6 months, 6-8 months. So I was eligible for monetization. Then I left that job altogether. I told them, they only realized that they gave me a break. Okay, during COVID time, we will not pay you, but you are under us, but we will not pay you. Do what you want. So my YouTube started taking off. No? So what they told is, tell me, do you want to continue? We have a job for you. We will pay you this much monthly, but you have to give your 9 to 6 here.
And the remaining.
And here YouTube just got monetized, so I don't know how much it was paying me, but I was curious. I was like, now I want to know how much this YouTube will pay me. I can't go there 9 to 6. I told them I will leave the job. I don't think I can continue because I feel this is something.
Was it a tough decision you had to make?
It was. I had to tell my parents that I'm leaving the job. They're like, why? I was like, I want to do something. This monetized, my YouTube channel monetized. I want to explore. If I give it my all, I will know where it can go. So I left.
So you monetized first from YouTube?
Yeah.
And then
Instagram, it's not monetized even till date, right?
I mean, with paid partnerships it does, right?
Paid partnership is what it's, even now it's very rare. Starting it was barter. They gave me phone covers and keychains, something like that.
So when did your barter system come to an end on Instagram?
End?
Yeah, and your first paid
No, I
content.
did take payments for few. I don't remember when, but a couple of months I might have done barter. And then I started taking 2,000 rupees, 3,000 rupees. Then when the audience grew, 5,000 rupees, I started. It was very difficult to tell people back then. Now at least when they come, they know that how much do you charge, they ask. Back then when the video manpolia, do. So I was like, what will you offer me? They're like, we'll give our t-shirts, give our keychains, like that. When you charge, they'll be like, oh, is it? You charge 3,000, I'll get back. Then they never got back. It was like that. But later on they came to know, like, oh, this guy has so much reach. My videos used to get 25,000 views, 30,000 views, rant videos. This was before Reels. This was normal post.
Understood.
Normal post getting 25,000 views in Tulu is huge.
That's insane.
So then after that we were able to charge. Then barter we came to know. Now if they are giving me 2 t-shirts of 400, 500 rupees. So my video is worth 1,000 rupees. Whereas when I'm taking money, I'm taking 3,000 rupees. So I'm at 2,000 rupees loss. So I started thinking that way. So is my video 2 t-shirts worth, like that. And then we were like, no, this is not happening. Then we'll charge is what we thought. Then we
so you started off with promotions, like promoting these brands.
Yeah, brands, small brands. And then when it hit 25k and all, there's Masha who used to manage Satsha. She is a creator, English creator. So I spoke to her. I met her in our dance class. So she's like, I can manage, I'll pitch brands for you. Then she started. She used to get brands of...
So what year was this?
This was 2022. Yeah, after COVID, when we started going back to dance class, that's when I met her. And she started telling me that I'm undercharging. And I was like, what? Even till date I undercharge. Okay, I don't, people come and tell me, now someone told me that when I spoke to him, I came to know my charges are really less. There are people who tell I'm expensive, that's for reels. But back then, even for reels, I didn't know like how much to charge. I used to charge 5,000, but my reach is like 30,000, 40,000. It used to run, 40,000 it used to run, and I'm charging 5,000. She's like, are you mad? You have to at least charge half. I was like, 20,000 I have to charge. She's like, yeah, 20,000. She used to close deals at 25. She used to get brands like Woot, KFC and all. I was doing local brands here for 5,000. I was like, imagine, I'm getting 25,000 rupees in my bank account credited. I was like, this is insane, right? Like, okay, 1.5 years, no money. But when I started making for one video, same efforts I put, no. Morning I sat, evening I edited and I gave.
You used to edit yourself?
Yeah, what edit was that? Oh, I have to just sit and speak. For the tongue to I have to add. That's all. That's how I started. So I started making money. I was like, this is nice. I started telling my parents, I'm getting 25,000 for one video. And I was like, oh, so much. Because others work for that every single day. Like
that's somebody's monthly salary.
Yeah, 25 days. Even when I was earning 10,000, I used to tell that. Because my friend used to earn 10,000. So I used to be like, he works till Monday to Saturday, he works for 10,000. I am doing only, half a day. Half a day for that. But I have worked 1.5 day for 1.5 year for free. That is there. That hustle is there. That I still, like my friends have to remind me that, remember 1 year, 1.5 year, you
took you 1.5 years.
You know, the worst part is not you having zero in your account. It is your friends are working. They are having fun. They are calling you for lunch, dinner. You can't go because you can't pay. That is the scene. They are in the IT company earning 30,000 a month. They ask you, what are you doing? I'm making videos. Does it fill your stomach? No. Mom's money. And you are at 22, 23 and you're like, I'm still taking money from family.
That little bit of pressure and all, peer pressure.
Yeah. That was worse. But then God's been kind, I guess. And in this field, if you give it your all, if not today, someday it'll come to you.
Definitely. That hard work will definitely pay off.
Pay off. I don't know about other field. I don't know. But this field, art, it might pay you very late. We have examples, right? We have our own actors, Tulu movie stars, drama artists. They are getting now they say, people make fun of them also in their dramas that they charge 30,000 a day, 35,000 a day for a shoot. They reached here at the age of 55. But in their 20s, 30s, 40s, they used to earn 100 rupees, 500 rupees a drama.
So, you've done a lot of these promos. You mentioned after you partnered with Masha. You got big brands like KFC and Woot and so on. So that brought me to ask you this: is there a specific niche that you do as a content creator? Like any niche that you follow, maybe like entertainment or lifestyle or fashion?
Yeah, mine is mostly entertainment. So when they come, even if lifestyle brands come, we tell them ours is comedy. That's the major. That's why we do it. Sometimes they agree. Sometimes they want lifestyle creators. Back then, though, we didn't have so many creators of this particular niche. So those days we used to get like very general. Anything comes, we used to take up. Restaurant comes, we used to take up.
Right.
Now for this we have food bloggers. So now restaurants are also like very smart. They know who to go to. They will not go to Powerhouse. They will go to maybe somebody who's doing food blogging or like that. So they feel like their audience.
I think almost every business now wants content creators.
Yeah.
They want.
But they have also right now content creators. There are so many. So many are. What is that? They partner with them, long-term deals and all.
Contract basis and long-term deals, right? Yeah. So this was, I think, mostly about Instagram, right? We've crossed more than 100K now.
Yeah.
Thanks. Joy.
Thank you. 100K. Recently, I got to know that it's a huge deal.
It is.
Shravan came on my podcast. Not this Shravan.
No.
Tulu Fitness, Health and Fitness. So he came and told me that 100K in Tulu is huge.
Absolutely.
And how we explained that is, imagine Mangalore is a small city, at least compared to other cities, it's a smaller city. And in that you have 1 lakh following.
Exactly.
You imagine 1 lakh people from your city is there to support you. And that is when I thought, yeah. Now imagine I do content in English and I have audience from Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi.
Right.
They're all scattered, no?
Exactly. 100K in Mangalore. You've captured 1 lakh.
Yeah. So I used to imagine like that. Imagine I have a event in Nehru Maidan, I am on stage.
1 lakh people will show up.
The entire Nehru Maidan is packed.
And it's not just that limited 1 lakh. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm sure beyond that 1 lakh, there are so many.
See, our videos go up
Exactly.
to 2 lakh, 3 lakh.
They hit 1 million also.
Yeah. Like people know. They know the brand
Exactly.
Powerhouse. But they don't follow. They have their reasons, whatever. But they know, right? Now brands pay us for that brand awareness. And our brand awareness we've done over so many years. So even if now people say that they watch our content, they are big fans, whatever, but they don't follow. If they'll put a photo also with me, okay, I go and see, they don't follow. But they know about Powerhouse. Maybe that's.
So, this was about Instagram 100K. Let's talk about YouTube.
Yes, tell me. You want to know my income?
I'd love to. Maybe BTS, you can tell us.
Okay.
But again, YouTube, you're doing really well. Like you mentioned, you've done your videos. You started pushing content even there. What made you decide to start doing podcasts?
Oh,
And
what made
you
decide?
And how does it feel to be on the side of the table as the speaker and not the host?
I don't know. I prefer being a host, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it is good to know interesting stories of people. That's what I like. Because when I'm sitting...
when was the time? Tell us about the first podcast. Maybe how did
You want to know the behind the scenes?
Yeah. When
Okay.
did that idea strike?
So Ghana Bhatt and me, we used to go for walks, okay, evening walk. So I used to tell her that I want to do something else. Like Mangalore, right, had people started becoming vloggers. A lot of vloggers came in. When we started vlog, we were the initial, like 2-3 people used to vlog. Now there are like hundreds. So we were like, now it's high time we scale. And we were like, what else can we do? How can we become a little more professional? And that's when I started following Beer Biceps. He used to do content. And I used to follow, I used to watch 1 hour content.
On YouTube.
Okay, yeah, 1 hour, 2 hours also I used to watch. I was like, why can't we do this in Tulu? Why not? So we were like, okay, let's do it in Tulu. But we didn't have production. It was only me with my phone, right? I can't do podcast. So it took 1 year to actually execute the podcast. I met Krishna Raj. He used to do short film. So he wanted me to promote his short film. So that's when we met. I was not very interested. Like, I am not somebody who will keep in touch. I am not that. I like being all by myself. But that guy kept, like, almost every day he used to message me and ask, are you meeting us on this day? You will promote, right? He kept on irritating in a way. And I was like, okay, this guy is behind me. Let me do it. Otherwise, I don't go and promote. I feel like there's no use of that. If I go see the trailer, they will take shots of me watching the trailer. They put it on their YouTube. They won't get in. If I'm vlogging, there may be few people who watch my content.
And perhaps share your experience and all of that.
If I'm a daily vlogger and I go and meet them and I tell my audience that please watch this movie, they might go and watch. Otherwise, if I am going, they are posting, I don't think they'll go and watch. So, but since he asked, he is like Malla fan and all that, I went and I started speaking to them. I asked them, how do you all do this? Who is handling your production? He's like, I'm only doing, my dad is into events, so lights are ours, camera I handle, editing I handle. So I was like, I think I found somebody here. And I was like, okay. I kept in touch with him. Like, I saved his number. I was like, let him be there. When we want to execute, we'll execute. And then Rupesh Shetty went to Big Boss. So before going to Big Boss, he gave me an interview. I recorded it on my phone. Then when he went, he told me once he comes back, he'll give me an interview. and I knew that will get views because he's coming back after the victory. So I thought we can't do it on phone this time. We
For
want
sure.
camera, So I was thinking this podcast also is there. Let me talk to Krishnaraj. I spoke to Krishnaraj and I asked him, what do you do? He's like final year BCA, and from next semester I have project, so I don't have to go to college. I was like, can we do something like this podcast and all? He's like, oh, okay, I have cameras, we have to rent, but little we will have to pay 2,000, 3,000. And editing I will do, lights and all I have, we can do.
So everything was sorted.
Yeah, production was sorted, that's what I wanted, no? I'm like, okay, I can take interviews, whatever podcast I can do. He will handle editing, he said. We needed space. So I told him that, can I trust you and rent an apartment for us? He's like, okay, I am there for a year, that is for sure. And even after that, I can manage, he said. Can I trust you? Because I am paying like almost 20,000 rent. He's like, I am there. He gave that word, I trusted him. Then we started. When Rupesh Shetty came back, we did a podcast, but in Rupesh Shetty's office. After that, we had to continue. We cannot stop at one video, no. So then we were shifted to our flat. We made a setup, small setup. Then I started calling my own friends, but who are little popular. So that's how we started to grow our podcast. We wanted known faces, so that this idea is very new. Podcast was very new, first in Tulu market on YouTube. And we were like, okay, if we have to grow this, we need people to accept this concept, because here people have that thing, comedy and short videos and all of that.
People don't have the attention span.
Yeah, we were like, no, let's try to break that. At least Tulu movies, they're spending crores, they cannot do serious stuff, they have to make money. But on YouTube I can experiment, I am not spending crores. I was like, okay, let's try. So we started doing 1 hour conversations. If I can watch Beer Biceps doing 1 hour conversation or 2 hours, Yuvraj Singh episode 2 hours I sat and watched. Okay, but breaks. One day I watched 1 hour, next day I watched. I was like, let's see. So we started doing 1 hour. People started telling, what is this 1 hour conversation? Make it part 1, part 2.
You got some sort of backlash for that?
Yeah, make it. We don't have so much time. We can't spend 1 hour. I'm like, are you mad? I am posting 1 hour content, one in a week. Why do I have to do part 1, part 2? You do it on yourself. You watch. When you're having lunch, you watch 10 minutes. The next 10 minutes you watch later when you're free. 1 week time I'm giving you to watch. So we were like, whatever happens, whatever backlash we get, we are sticking to that 1 hour. We have to do long conversation, podcast. Then I realized first 20 minutes is nothing. Okay, I'm just talking to them, asking about childhood, making them comfortable, making them forget the cameras. I was like, let's do it 1 hour, even if it crosses 1 hour, okay. Then slowly we started pushing 1 hour 20, 1 hour 30. Whether it was Kamath sir's episode 1 hour 50. We were like, let's post. People who want to watch will watch. People have texted me saying, we watched the entire episode. If 10 people can watch it, why can't 100?
Definitely.
So we started doing these, and the Rupesh Shetty episode 2 hours 20 minutes. It's like movie length. Rupesh Shetty only calls me and says, bro, who will watch this 2 hours? I was like, we have reached that stage where people will watch 2 hours content. They will. Then next day he called me and said, so many people called me saying they watched the podcast and they watched it 2 hours. Watched the entire episode.
That's a great win.
That's a victory.
Victory only.
And that's how we started. It was 1 year in the making. And now people don't comment. Make it smaller, 30 minutes, nothing. They know
They'll
the
just
format.
wait for the next episode to come out. So what episode number are you on the podcast?
Now we are at what, 54, 55.
So what's your plan ahead when it comes to YouTube and podcasting and creating all these vlogs? Maybe you have something written down in the back of your notebook.
No. In this field, we are mostly like go with the flow.
Go with the flow, spontaneous.
Yeah,
I think that's exactly how you started your journey in the first place, right?
Exactly. And see, podcast is the only content that we feel like work.
Exactly.
Okay. That I know how much, like I am in pressure. Okay. Other things I am not. Even reels and all, I don't give so much attention.
So when does the pressure actually kick in for you when being a content creator? Maybe something goes haywire or something.
The Pressure is when your back end is not very strong. Like somebody is on leave, or somebody is not happy in the team, or they feel like they are busy. Things have happened like that. Like Krishna Raj, for a month he was not available, and we didn't have podcast going up. That is pressure.
Right.
Not your views and all. Views today will come tomorrow. If I have Rakshi Shetty on my channel, it will come up. People will come. But with this, with the back end, my pressure, it is always like that, right? Now even hate comments, people say, what do you do with hate comment? You know, hate comment, if it is coming from random people, for 5 minutes you might feel bad if your day is bad. If my day is bad, I might reply to him. If my day is good, I don't give a damn. I don't even care about his existence.
There will always be some kind of backlash.
Yeah, somebody will have a problem. Like even now I know this one username who will come and comment something like controversial or nonsense. Okay, I can hide, block them and whatever. On Insta I block. I'm like, what are you doing? If you don't follow me, okay,
you don't enjoy the content,
you
just
don't
watch
enjoy
it.
the content, you comment. Maybe you are having a bad day, I don't know what he is going through, right? Like for example, when I do this, I usually do love, breakup, such kind of. I did a video like that, and my brother started getting messages saying, stop your younger brother from doing content like this. He's taking instances from my life. I know who is telling him my stories. Ask him to stop. Okay, I don't know who that person is. I have done such a relatable content that he's feeling that it is his, but maybe he has some mental condition.
Could be going through something,
yeah, or
but
whatever.
again,
Like love can take you to such places,
yeah.
right? Love, depression. You might know, China. Like breakups and all, it will hurt you. It will make you mad. So maybe he's feeling that way. But he's telling me next time he does something like this, I will only go and talk to him, confront him. Okay, such things happen. So I don't know what they are going through even with hate comments. I don't know. So that is not pressure, or I don't feel pressure that way about people saying or views or nothing. I'm like, today if it is not working, tomorrow. And Lionel, my dance sir, he had told me one thing, that one video cannot define your worth.
Definitely.
If one video is not doing great, it's not that you're a bad creator. That didn't do well. And I don't, this is, since you're asking me about creators and all of that, even YouTube or Instagram, people blame the algorithm, right? People say algorithm doesn't push. I don't believe in that. Why do you need that algorithm? Why are you dependent on something else? As like, if your content is relatable, then it will run. I am not thinking about algorithm when I do that. Okay, every video that I do, I feel like, now why would people share this video? As simple as that.
That's the big question.
Share on story or share personally. I will, if I don't add a double meaning joke, but if I am adding a double meaning joke, I know this might not go on story. People will be uncomfortable to share it on the story. But will they send it to 5 friends of theirs? Yeah. Is that my target? Is that my goal? If it is yes, then I will add the joke. If I feel like no, this has to go on the story, I'll remove that joke. They might share it on their story. So this is how I think. Why do you have to sit and talk about algorithm and all of that? Now podcast, you were asking about podcast. Now when we came to podcast also, there is behind the scenes, right? Now podcast, I knew that a 20 minutes vlog, if I add 4 ads, I can make this much money. Whereas, if I do a 1 hour podcast, I can add 7 ads in between. So I can make more money. So in a month, if I do 4 podcasts and it's doing 25,000, 30,000 views, is equal to the revenue that I get from 8 vlogs of 20 minutes.
So the longer it is, the better.
Yeah.
Simple.
So my task right now is to keep audience hooked for that 1 hour. I want all those ads to run. They should get those ads. Okay. 8 vlogs, you're spending so much more time. 8 vlogs to do, you might need 8 days or 4 days, whatever. So podcast in 1 day, we do 3 episodes. Done.
So there goes a lot of strategy and thinking when it comes to that.
That's what this is work for us. Podcast is work.
Exactly.
Now we do something called Vatrasi Paterga. Vatrasi Paterga is Vatrasi. For that, in between our shoot, now sometimes 3 episodes we shoot. In between that, if we have time or after our shoot, I ask Krishna Raj, keep the cameras, come and sit here, let's talk nonsense. Okay, we speak nonsense. People watch that. So you are giving matured content to people who want matured content or serious content. They want to learn and go. They learn and go from the podcast. You want fun? Watch Vatrasi Paterga. Now Vatrasi Paterga also after 3-4 episodes, it is running like 35,000 views, 50,000 views. So what? Nonsense. We speak nonsense in that. We ask what happened to your girlfriend, where did she go, what happened, how many love stories, all this nonsense we ask, nonsense we speak, but jokes come in. People watch for like stress relief.
Stress relief. So you cater to a variety of audience.
Yeah, now it is very serious. Before it started with fun, no? Now I have learned audience better. Exactly. Now I'll tell you one more secret. Since people are watching and this is a podcast, I should reveal some secret. Now you will also learn from this. Okay, you can tell it to Shravan. Now the best part about podcast is, I will tell you. Now before podcast, in the past 3 months, no, I have like our channel has grown like crazy. Maybe like 15,000 subscribers or 20,000 subscribers in 3 months. Why? It's because of podcast. What is that got so many subscribers? It's not randomly me doing podcast. Okay. The best part about podcast that even brands don't understand, if we have to pitch to the brand, is they think if I'm doing a podcast today with you, they'll think 20,000 views are Powerhouse's views. That's his Sharan Chilimbi's views. They don't even think that you can get your 20,000 people also next. Okay. Now, in our podcast, what happens is, now when we choose guests, we choose in a way that celebrities, yes, people from all, everybody will come and watch if they know them. Their audience come. Now, if I call somebody else, now that day I called Master Chef Mohammad Ashik. He brought in his audience. Okay. His audience might be his Muslim community, might come and watch. I wouldn't be able to target Muslim communities otherwise. But since he brought in his audience, from him I got like 200-300 subscribers. Because it is his audience. In that week I made 200 subscribers. Next podcast I did with Shravan. Shravan brought his audience. Okay, so how is my channel growing there? This is a very smart move, right? Podcast. Definitely. I don't have to keep it, I don't have to take the pressure of doing all by myself. Now the guest is also coming and saying, he is also promoting my show. Celebrities are promoting. Rajbi Shetty, Anushri, they have all shared the trailer cut that we do before the podcast on the story. So that has gone. Powerhouse has gone. Chilimbi show has gone. They are promoting your channel, your show.
It's like a win-win.
Yeah, I am promoting them. We started with we are finding guests. Now people are coming. When will you call me? When will you call me? How much do you charge if we have to come as a guest? They want to pay and come now because they know where it has reached now, the show. Now it's a weekend show for people. If I don't post, people will ask, where is the podcast? Because their weekend plans is that people sitting in UAE, they watch that content weekend.
So we have audience from India, obviously, UAE also. I'm pretty sure around the globe also, because our Mangaloreans are scattered everywhere. The moment they find relatable content, that too in their local language, you've done it.
Yeah, that's what. Because for them, they are listening to English or the whatever language they
your
speak.
Your local language is like close to the heart.
The only way they are connected to the roots is through us now, through our content. So that is how they are connected. They love our content more than people living here. They will support you more. People are there in Nigeria, UK, Canada. People text telling, I am from here, I am a subscriber from Australia. You're like, oh, people from Australia are watching. And if they're watching on YouTube, we'll get more money. If you are watching from abroad.
Speaking of support, Sharan, have you had a mentor? Because given that being a content creator is not all that glamour and everything that everybody thinks of. It's very easy to say, okay, for a 1 minute video getting paid 50,000, even I could do that. Okay, sure, you should have done that, right? So you get a lot of pressure, you get a lot of backlash, a lot of feedback, a lot of criticism, a lot of hate. And I think mindset matters in this, right? How do you deal with all of this? Because I think this is something that most content creators are struggling with, because they only push out the good side of being a content creator. So when all of this combined, when it comes to having support systems or having a mentor, how have you dealt throughout the years?
See, I didn't have a mentor, like one figure who's there.
Or maybe somebody you look up to.
See, obviously when it started, it was Bhuvan Bam. So I feel like I took a lot of inspiration from Bhuvan Bam and from our Tulu comedians. That was a mix from his content and our local. That became Powerhouse initially. Then Tanmay Bhatt, I started following Tanmay Bhatt. I more than watching their content, I watched their interviews. I watched this, things like that. This is where you get a lot of behind the scenes and information. Okay, I used to watch them. I used to watch their interviews. Then I started following Beer Biceps. I started learning from him. Even now I watch Beer Biceps, but not a lot, because now when I watch people, when they watch my podcast, they'll tell me this guy acts like Beer Biceps. Okay, maybe because I'm nodding now.
So am I.
So I felt like maybe subconsciously it's coming to me, whatever he is doing. Okay, whatever he's saying. So I reduced following his content right now, but I watch the interviews. If I'm very sad or if I feel stuck, I watch interviews of people who I look up to. So that's where I learn. But this in person, I don't have like a mentor. But I talk to my friends. If I'm very strong in this journey, I've had so many people come and support me. On camera, yes, there are so many people who come on channel and have contributed. But behind the camera also, there were so many people who come and contributed. Initially, I used to take it very, very, very seriously, right? Fun, yes. But those days...
sometimes you take it personally.
Yeah, because those days I started focusing on views. Now I don't focus on views. Why? Because I had an experience. No. Most people think when they enter this field, they think about views and fame. So initially that was very depressing. Like if views don't come, this video didn't run. I'm almost into tears. Somebody scolded. I'm like, what is this? And scolded as in like properly. Random stranger is scolding you. And that used to hit, that was very initial, that was. Now we are so used to getting scolding. And back then my parents also used to not scold me, man. But some random girl is coming and scolding me. I'm like, what the hell? So that time I used to go to my friends and like cry about it. What is this? Why are they doing this? Should I leave this? Now I don't take so seriously. Now I only like the comment sometimes, if they do hate comments.
Because come on, you've built
it's normal.
Exactly. And moreover, you've built the name, the Powerhouse, right? For which I'm actually curious about. Why Powerhouse? What made you think of that name?
It is my favorite WWE superstar's name back then. Okay, Roman Reigns. He was called the Powerhouse in 2014. The Powerhouse, Roman Reigns is here. I was like, what is this Powerhouse? Then I was like, okay, this suits me. I guess before I used to dance on stage, I felt like, powerful. Powerhouse means like strength, this, that, and it suits me. I thought I was very fat also. I was like, let's be Powerhouse.
Hey,
Who knew that it would become like my profession, that name? So now it's like Powerhouse. Yeah, that's how the Powerhouse name.
So how many of you are in Team Powerhouse at the moment?
We have 2. They are very like, I can say full time only. Krishna Raj.
And I think you're also looking to hire, right?
I am. That is there now. After this podcast today, it is in my to-do list. But we have Krishna Raj and Anmita. But both of them do multiple things. So in this field, since we are in Tulu, that too, we cannot have one person for one job. We need one person to do multiple things. Now Krishna Raj does videography, editing, he handles production. If we need inputs in the script, he will do that. If I need him to come on screen and perform something, act something, he will act. He does so much. Anvita also same thing. When we started different channels, she handled the entire production. For Chilling with Chilimbi, she does gifts. If Krishna Raj is late, she sets up the things. If I'm writing a script, I want to talk to somebody, she's there. If I write something on my notes, and I send it to her. She will put it in a proper format, script format, and give me. If I need somebody to team, as in they should come on camera also, right? Now Anvita is like my co-creator. I have to do videos with her, like reels I have to do. She's on my blog also. So these two are majorly. Nehal is there. He does. He comes whenever I need him for cooking videos, and whenever I have to go to events. So when I go to events, I mostly take somebody and go, either Krishna Raj or Nehal or anybody. Then I have a couple of friends, Bachangai OP, I call him on our blog, and Sarthak, he's there from the beginning. So these come. Then there are so many people on camera. There are so many people who come and support us. But majorly in our team, it's 2-3 people right now, and it's nice, peaceful, and it's fun. We try to keep the fun intact. Okay, it shouldn't be like too much work. Then what's the difference between us working here and IT professionals?
Yeah.
It's work only. I don't want like now we have this IT professional. They'll be waiting for weekend, right? When it's Monday or Tuesday, they're like, yeah, when is the weekend? When is it Friday? And all they say. I don't want that to happen.
So, what about a day in the life of Chilimbi?
You shouldn't.
Your Monday mornings would be slow, so I'm of the assumption that it starts off really well.
Yeah, I like slow mornings. Okay, even if I wake up around 10 o'clock.
Is it because you sleep late?
Yeah. So what happens is if I have shoots, I wake up early. Whatever the time is, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Even if I sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning, I will wake up at 6, 7. When there's shoot, there's no timing. I can wake up at any time. But otherwise, I usually wake up late. Even if I wake up, sometimes some call comes. Okay, I mean, they're not wrong. Okay, these brands call at 9 o'clock because their work starts at 9, right? They call at 9 o'clock, 9:30. I am in my sleep. Hello. I don't even remember what I speak. So sometimes if I wake up at 9, once I wake up, I cannot sleep again. I don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
So 9 o'clock I wake up till 11:30 I'm on my bed. 2 hours doing what? Mobile. Simply scrolling. Okay. But I enjoy that. You wear the comforters and all. Full on. Okay. Till 11:30. Then I make my own breakfast and all. 12 o'clock breakfast. 2 o'clock.
12 o'clock breakfast.
Yeah, 12 o'clock, 11:30 breakfast. After that, I'll be watching something on the computer. Then I have lunch. Lunch also I only make. So since I am on diet and I only have to prepare. Okay. So my time till 3 o'clock I'm in the kitchen. Either
your mornings are slow.
Yeah. Afternoons are in the kitchen.
Also.
Cooking and washing the dishes, everything. All this is happening. From 3 o'clock I start working. I sit for edit or anything. I do a little bit of work. Whatever is there, calls, everything. I finish that off. And these are when shoots are not there. When shoots are there, it's only work. Other days it's less. Some work I do, editing or something I do. Small reels cut, whatever. If you have tried script and all that. Then usually 7 at 7 I go to the gym. 8:30, 9 I come back. I go to my house where my parents are there. I show my face. I spend some time. I ask some gossips. Because I always feel in those 2-3 years I missed out on a lot of family things. Okay?
Yeah.
I didn't know my cousin got pregnant. I didn't know. I got my mom told me that next month she's delivering. I'm like, when did she get pregnant? I didn't know. You didn't tell me. Oh, you didn't know. So now I make it a point
catching up on family time.
Every day I go, I show my face. I ask them any news, whatever. Then I talk to them. Around 10 I come back. Then I have my dinner. After that at 11 or something again I sit for work. Their proper editing and all I do. 11, 12, 1. 2 o'clock I usually finish off. And then around 2:30, 3 I sleep. This is if there is work. Otherwise, simply I'll be watching Big Boss or something like that. Big Boss is work for me right now because Dhanraj Acharya is there. He's my friend. So when he comes back, I have to ask him questions, interview him. So I'll have to watch. So usually it's like that. That's my day. For me, some of the things that people enjoy watching becomes my work. For example, Big Boss. People just watch. For me, it is part of my work. Gym, it's part of my work now because it's a collaboration. IPL, people watch it for fun. I have to watch it at home itself because I have to make video. I have to watch it at home. 3 hours watching an IPL match is my work. Can you believe that? Going and watching a movie
It's
is
like
work.
3 hours of research if you put it in another way.
Yeah, like I have to get content out of that 3 hours match, no? Then watch a movie. Any other new movie comes for promotion, I have to go and watch. There I spend 2.5 hours. That's work. It's not simply going and enjoying. Even when Kantara came, I went to promote it. I didn't watch the climax.
I remember you were there.
Oh.
When I went to watch Kantara, you were right outside, and I was trying to run away because you kept asking everybody questions. I was like, no, I'll just run away.
I used to do that before. Now we don't do public reviews because it's all the same. See, that's what in this field you realize. No, how can you be different? That's the only thing. How can you be different?
You always have to figure out where you can stand out.
So what happened was, even when you mentioned about that, that's what I'm saying. This movie reviews, no? When we went, it was news channels plus me. Now, like me, 5 other people have come. So when audience come, one full 10 mics asking people, how was the movie? I was like, shut this. People are scolding and going. They're telling nice things on the mic, but for us the thing, how many people? What is it? People are running. I understood, like I am also one among them, I also want to run away. But I was doing my work. Then I was like, why do we do this? On everybody, on the TV channels, so anyways public review. YouTubers also public review. Then why would people watch? They can watch anyone and finish off. Why are the other 9 people doing that? So I thought, let's remove this part only. Public review, not required at all. Anyways, public is not coming and criticizing the movie. They are only saying good, super. Why? So we removed that. We do. Even now, the inauguration happens, okay, movie ka new release inauguration
premieres
happens.
and all.
So that also we used to record before inauguration, lighting the lamp. Then I realized this is coming on TV. TV channels are doing the same thing. I go after the inauguration. So now when I go, they call me for inauguration. No? I don't go. I tell initially I sent Krishna Raj also, take footage. Now we don't do that. Now once TV channels take their cameras from there and go, Powerhouse comes and does his vlog. So after this movie also, after their review is done, my work starts. After they are done, they take their cameras and go. I go to the team and talk. I give my review. Done. I found a way to promote the movie, but do something different. Now people will watch public review on their channel, but they will come and watch the behind the scenes madness on our channel.
Very smart.
Yeah. So like this, we have to figure out ways to like.
Yeah, it's like this. You have to create your own wiggle room when it comes to all of this.
You have to be smart.
Yeah, and when it comes to content creation, like this is one type of content that you're creating. But like as a content creator, there are so many reels and videos and whatnot on social media that says you have to be consistent. You have to post so and so number of posts, so and so number of reels at this time at in a week or in a month. You need to create this content calendar. I mean, that's a lot of planning first off, and you have to come up with ideas. But now we have ChatGPT ki jai. Sometimes it works for some and it doesn't. But what do you think about this concept of consistency?
Consistency is needed.
But to what extent? Because the kind of pressure, the kind of competition that they create with this idea of consistency as a content creator, I think that's one of the reasons why some content creators assume that they are not doing well because they're not consistent. There are content creators who like once in a blue moon they post something and they are hitting it off like with viral million views. So I want to understand, what is your take on this? It depends.
Now, since our podcast releases on every Friday, I have to release it on Friday. So that is consistency only. I have to post one on Fridays, one podcast. That is work. I told you, it's work.
Right.
If that pressure is there, that is there because that is work. Apart from that, everything else is very flexible. It's not like I'll disappear. I don't post at all. But I will post at my pace. Now, if Monday, usually I try to post on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday if there are contents. I don't have contents on YouTube. Friday though, anyways, podcast I want to upload, I will upload it on Tuesday. Now today is Tuesday. Today one post will go. Then 2 days I let it run. Then I do podcast. So what I post on Tuesday is also dependent on me. I don't want to fix this only I should do. Okay, I will post cooking video. I might post what I might do some movie ka thing or some random vlog where we went. All this. Something I'll post. But consistency is needed. You cannot be like, when you are getting into the market, when you get into content creations, you have to at least have your own consistency. Consistency need not be post every day. I have posted every day once upon a time, 3 months, 2.5 months, every day I posted. Then I came to know that I'll go mad if I do this. You cannot do this every single day.
Absolutely.
You shouldn't ideally, but okay, if somebody feels they have that pace, great. I didn't have, but I did it once. I don't want to do it. For me, consistency might be one in a week. Now there are agencies that call and say, this is the best practices of Instagram. The other day one person called me and he gave me like 25 minutes lecture on Instagram. You have to post 4 stories a day, every single day, 3 posts, at least in that one you post normal photo also is okay. 2 reels at least I have to go do this. I'm like, I don't want to take it so seriously. Where is the fun? Keep the fun. That's what I believe in. Today I don't want to sit and think what to post, bro, what to post. If it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, why force? Then you will not enjoy this field. I am doing it full time means now it's 5 years in this field. I was that person who used to get bored of everything like quickly. That job also bored. Here also when I did digital marketing, bored. People I meet and talk to, I get bored.
I think the reason why you're still doing this is because you enjoy it every single day.
I enjoy it. There's challenges, right? There's something new every time.
Absolutely.
There's nothing is the same. I don't do rant videos now. Maybe I got bored. There were other reasons also, but I didn't have to. There's something new. Now podcast, I might run it for a year. After this, I might do something else, right? Now I saw this show of Samay Raina, India's Got Latent. I was like, why not in Tulu? I cannot do it right away. But
it's definitely an idea.
Yeah,
so.
but I thought maybe once podcast viewership might go down. I hope it doesn't go. But I'm thinking if people want change, right? If they want something else, maybe we'll have to scale and do something else. So that's fun. It's not boring. I am not doing the same job every single day. It's something new, something new, something new. Even concept videos, but new concept, right? It's new. So that way, I think consistency is important. But
you need to understand to what extent.
To what extent? I mean, if you want to keep it like work, now there are so many.
They've taken it up like a profession.
Yeah, a profession, right? There are so many people who, they may have this content calendars. This week, this video. This week, this video. This month, we have a festive post. I don't do festive content and all, unless it's a brand or if I feel like there's something. I don't stress. That day Dasara happened. I didn't do any video, man. Dasara, Mangalore Dasara. I didn't do. Diwali is coming. I don't have anything going up for Diwali. Nothing. So I don't take it that seriously. If it comes to me, it comes to me. Today I saw one dance I felt like doing. Krishnaraj, tomorrow are you free? I will choreograph this. Will do. Do and post. If it runs, it runs.
Right. So 5 years down, like 5 years you've been doing this. So here's an idea, or maybe you have the idea, I'm not sure. Have you ever considered, teaching people content creation?
One guy had come with that idea.
Like, they'll be like, Sharan Anna, please, can you teach?
I don't know.
Can you mentor me?
For free, maybe people will come. But I don't know if they are ready to take this as a paid.
Or maybe like a course or something, because anyways your YouTube is doing wonderful.
But they should be able to monitor somewhere. Like, let's be real, okay? Not everybody will be able to monetize this.
Definitely.
Okay. Now we are there, one few people are there, content creators. More than double, triple of them have left the field. Why? They didn't monetize, they couldn't monetize, they couldn't consider this full time. They couldn't take this up as a full time job. I've been lucky somewhere, I feel. That I gave it my heart and soul, I am able to make money. I am able to pay off my EMIs through this. I can have my own space. I can hire 2-3 people. Right now I have 60,000 fixed expense. Okay. If I was in IT, I don't know if I would be earning so much. Okay. Even if I was, with IT I had this thing, okay, that you cannot earn more than your fixed salary. Fixed salary as in, if your job has this much, this is your 30,000 is your pay. What if I sit whole night and work also, it won't cross 30,000.
Yeah.
Unless promise that you have OT overtime. Otherwise 30,000. But here if I work more, I can earn more. I have an opportunity to earn. So
That's a very valid point.
yeah, so that is one thing. So I have so much expense. I am able to make more than that so that I can pay off my 60,000. So imagine, I am earning in Tulu, I can earn more than 60,000, more than expense. Not everybody can do that. Only Instagram also wouldn't. You will be dependent on brands.
To diversify.
Yeah, since I am into 2-3 things on social media itself, I am able to do it. It's unreal, okay. I will tell you, like I believe in God. Okay, strong believer. But I am not that person who goes to temples every day or every week. I don't do any of that. Okay. Praying this, I think in a couple of years I started, doing puja and all at home. Otherwise I should not do. My prayer was this. Wherever I am, I'll pray.
Yeah.
I don't go to a place or in front of an idol. I don't. But it is unreal, like few experiences now. I don't know. Sometimes I feel if I share this, then the power will become less. And I'm like that. A little psych like that. Okay. But crazy experiences. Okay. Whenever I felt like this month I cannot pay off rent, next minute there's a brand on the same day.
Touch.
Yeah. Like crazy. Like whenever I feel like this month no money, if I pay this, then I won't have anything in my account. How am I supposed to pay him? I'm thinking about this. Okay, this time no brand. What to do? Somewhere I will pray. Okay, next minute there's a brand, and that will be big brand, not even like small. And I'm like covered. And usually if you work with brands, right, you know the payments are delayed. It'll come after 30 days, 40 days they have. Some random shit happens, okay, and my payment comes in 3 days. And I'm like, what is this?
God's
How am I supposed to go and tell people that this happened? My team knows, okay, they know. I tell them because they might believe. Now somebody like here when I'm telling, there might be portion of people who will say,
we'll just probably say it's a coincidence.
Yeah.
Just at the same time.
Yeah, but coincidence and all once or twice okay. Like consistently no. Like you told, like you somewhere you prayed that. One more example I'll give you. Okay, so we always wanted to get Rajbi Shetty on our show. Okay, Rajbi Shetty on our show. This was our goal. When we started only, my cousins and all are told, Rajbi Shetty should be the first guest. First guest, so we cannot get him. First guest, that we knew. But he was one of our top guests. Like when we started, we had like 3-4 names that we want on our show. He was one among them. Okay. We used to always think like, wherever, when we were there, we were like, Rajbi Shetty has to come. It came in our conversation. One day, okay, I'm in a movie, Tulu movie is yet to release. One day, these things are constantly happening. Rajbi Shetty's name is coming up. Whenever this name comes up, right, in our conversation, that means he's not far away. Okay, this is what we think. It's not far away. So, all of a sudden on the sets, Rajbi Shetty comes. Okay, Rajbi Shetty doesn't know me. I have to show my face at least. It has to register, right? We saw him on the set. He is very humble, very kind. Bala and all. He took photos and all. I didn't pitch. I am very shy that way. I didn't pitch about podcast, nothing. Okay. We met Rajbi Shetty. We posted photos and all. Few people said get him on the podcast. All that over. After that, from that day onwards, I'm like, he's coming. He is coming. Somehow he is coming. And I know I am not trying like directly. Maybe I mailed. I've sent him a mail after that. There's no response because I thought I showed my face. Maybe he might remember. I sent him a mail. I messaged him. No response. Okay, I was like, okay, that option to gone. And we were nearing 25 episodes. I'm like, he is coming. I know. I have a feeling this is going to happen. And one guy messaged me. Okay, his name is Arpit. He was with the Rajbi Shetty there. He is one of my followers.
Okay.
He told me, I like your work, I like your content. Good. I'm like, direct didn't work. This has to work. Okay. I told, is there a possibility that Rajbi Shetty can come on our show? It's our 25th episode. We would want to have him. He's like, is it? Wait, I will ask. Then he spoke and he's like, when do you want to shoot? Like this day. Done. I said, what? He's like, I try to get him. You fix a date, fix a time, tell me. I fixed the date, time and I gave him. Okay. And he's like, okay, I'm trying. Till the last day before the shoot, I'm asking him, is he coming? Because we cannot believe. He's like, you believe in God, right? Yeah. You pray to God. Tomorrow we'll see. And I don't know. I asked Anvita to make the gift, keep the shoot ready. His time is set. Like 1 hour before the shoot, we get a call saying, Rajbi Shetty is coming. Be ready. Ready. Within half an hour they are there. I shot with Rajbi Shetty. 1 hour. He went. I'm looking at everybody. I'm like, what the hell?
What just happened?
Yeah. I like this, that entire process, right? Even Anchor Anushri. Same. Similar. If that name comes up, right? It happens. Now some might call this manifestation or I don't know. But this is unreal. For me it is unreal. I am still a fanboy of a lot of celebrities who come on my show. I don't chill with them. I don't go and talk to them. Like I don't meet them. I don't party. Whatever. I don't do any of that with them. Because I am a fanboy. I like seeing them on screen. So even though they say, oh, he knows him. I know them. I might have their contact or not. But I don't talk to them. I want to have that thing. Okay. That fanboy should remain. Okay, even now I get so excited when I see them. I'll be like, Rajan, he'll be like, he is very humble, he'll do all that. But I still want to have that fanboy thing.
So, we spoke a lot about content creation, about your journey, about this it's like a push and pull string theory about God. We call it manifestation, some people call it prayer and everything. We spoke so much that I'm actually running out of things to ask you.
Yeah, I think we are done with the podcast.
You want to run away, no?
No, nothing like that. Yeah.
But on the note of content creation, because that was the main idea about new age influencing, that was what the main purpose of this podcast was, is what advice would you have for our new generation out there who want to start content creation? Let's not talk about any other state or country, but within Mangalore itself. We see a lot of content creators showing up on screen on our Instagrams every single day. We have major platforms supporting them and pushing them. But as a experienced content creator, Sharan, what would be your advice? Your maybe 2 cents of advice.
See, I came into this field when I entered this field. Of course, it was fun and all, but I had that famous hour thing. Okay, I want to be famous. Then once the fame hit, we came to know the other side of fame also, the bad side. So that's when we realized that no, we shouldn't do it for fame or money. There should be something else. Okay, that should be your intention. So right now, whenever I go to other interviews or I meet people, I tell the same thing. Even when I go as a guest, it's the same advice. It's keeping your intentions right. What is your intention? Your intention shouldn't be fame or money. When you get into the field of art, it should be more than that. Your intentions have to be very clear. Now, if you ask me my intention from last 1.5 years has been contribute to the language, contribute to the people here, contribute to the land, things like that. Like, someday we might retire, right? I don't know. I don't see myself making videos after 5-10 years. Okay, my entire goal is
5-10 years is like
that's what. Soon. That's why sometimes when people scold and all, I'll be like, as much I'm there, till I'm there here in front of the camera, you enjoy. Okay, you enjoy Powerhouse, because maybe after 5 years I don't see myself. I am planning to, like, as soon as I feel like I've done whatever I had planned to do, I will go. Okay, maybe the channel will still run, but I will go behind the camera. I will not be in front. Okay, so this is how I see. Till I'm there, I want, now when they look back what Powerhouse has done, they should have things to say like, he's done something for the language, He's brought in more people to learn the language. That is also an intention, good
absolutely.
intention. We want more people to learn Tulu. People from outside. Now, I had people from like Bagalkote or Bihar, not Bihar, Bijapur. We had people from there telling that I don't understand your language, but since you are doing it, I want to learn the language. So I'm learning the language through your podcast or vlog.
You've created a
So
big impact.
see, that is my intention. Now a new creator, when he comes, will he have that intention? No, right? He'll be thinking self.
Like, okay, I need to get out
I
there.
need to do
put
this.
my face
I
out
need
there.
to build a career. I. No, your intention has to be something else, something bigger. That is when you will grow, and whatever you believe in will happen. Like since I believe in God, I say that God will bless me that way. Okay. I told you unreal stuff. No? It's all because I feel my intention is in the right place. If my intention is right, even if like 100 people are pointing fingers and saying he's doing wrong, he shouldn't have done that, some controversy happens, you are the wrong person, people blame. At the end of the day, I am alone in my place, right? In my house, in my room, before I go to sleep. I shouldn't feel like my intentions were not right. Keep your intentions in the right place, and then even if people blame you or something, nothing will go wrong. You will always be doing good is what I feel. So that's the advice I give them. And then work related, content related, they will learn on their own. That I don't have to tell. Maybe I will not know their niche, their skill.
Would you suggest our aspiring creators to pick a niche when they start off?
Maybe. I feel that way you might, if you're good at it, then great. Now say somebody is good at makeup, they shouldn't be doing comedy. Okay. If they're good at comedy, take makeup, take comedy, put it together. Okay.
Oh, like mix and match.
Yeah, why
Perfect.
not?
Yeah.
No, normal, see, even you should know how you have to stand out, right? Now, if you are a
Definitely.
makeup related, you know so much about makeup. Everybody is doing, they show their face on the camera, they do this, this is the product I'm using, all this. Everybody is doing this, or most of them are doing this. How can you make it different? Can you get comedy? Can you get a script? Can you get two characters doing something like that? Can you get your friend to do a makeup for you? Can you do a makeup channel? There are so many things,
Ideas.
right? So you see what works for you. If you are not good at comedy and only good at makeup, do makeup only. But somewhere if you feel like that is restricting other brands, now for example fashion brand may not come, or food brand may not come to you because you are doing only makeup. They feel like your audience is only interested in makeup. I mean, makeup industry is a big industry. You can make
Massive.
enough money. But I'm saying, but for me it is diverse. But these days people don't want just comedy, they want specific niche. Now our own creator here in Mangalore, Linda, Quirky Mama, she is one example, right? Her content is married life, husband, wife,
Very
mother-in-law,
relatable to
mother-in-law.
that specific audience.
Yeah, so she can get brands of real estate or anything related to cooking or whatever. So such brands can go to her than me. I may not get real estate brand, even though I might have audience, but it is more suitable for her audience. So people will choose her over me. This is just an example, but yeah, that's how it is. If I am in entertainment thing, I might get different kind of brand. I get brands because of my name, more than niche. They know that Powerhouse has so much hold in Mangalore. I myself don't know, to be honest. I don't know, right? Like who's talking about me where, I don't know. Somebody will come and tell me, bro, Udupi, they were speaking about you. Some big people were speaking about you. Means I know I am a part of their conversation. That means I have made it somewhere. Like they know that if this guy says, people will listen, or this guy does very few brands. So there is that exclusivity that this guy does only one brand a month maybe, and I am that brand. So people might give that importance to him, and he does it very creatively. It's not direct selling or whatever. So for me, it comes for my name, what I've built, what brand value Powerhouse has here.
Powerhouse is a power brand.
Thank you. But that is why I get brands, I feel, these days.
For sure. So, how does it feel to be on the other side of the table, Sharan? Not as a host, but as a speaker.
I
Because
don't know.
you
It's
kept
nice.
talking for probably more than an hour now.
Yeah, I know how guests feel right now. I feel how the guests feel. It's nice to have a listener. I feel these days.
Do you think I was a good listener?
Of course you were. I will tell you why. I watch. Sometimes it happens with me also. When I sit in the edit, that time I realize. Not most of the time, but sometimes I realize. But what happens as a host is, the first quality of the host is not talking. It's listening. You should be a good listener, because anybody who's tuning into the podcast, they want to talk. They want to listen to what the guest is speaking. We are so excited as hosts that we want to put in our points. Okay, you see so many interviews, you feel irritated. The host is talking.
Because you'll probably jump from one topic to another out of nowhere.
Host doesn't let the guest speak. So you are good. You are listening. And I feel like, I think guests will feel better if I'm just listening to them. And everybody needs a listener these days, I feel.
They sure do.
We have so much inside us, so many stories to tell, but we don't have people to listen to us.
And one of the reasons actually, Sharan, is that we wanted to do this in English, so that we don't know who it will reach out to, but obviously more than the 1 lakh subscribers that you have, for sure, will reach to a wider audience, because we want more people to know about Powerhouse.
And thank you for having me. I was very excited because this is our first conversation in English. Otherwise, usually I go and talk in Tulu. It's in English. Very difficult actually. We studied in English medium, but since we talk mostly in Tulu, English is very difficult. In my podcast I talk in English in between.
Your fans will be like, whoa, after watching this.
I don't know. Fans and all, I don't know. I always tell my audience, okay, I don't like that craze that people have, right? Like whatever, if I do something wrong also, people will say I'll support you. I don't want that audience. I am part of your life in that 24 hours. I should be there only for that 1 hour of podcast or whatever. Rest you shouldn't give a damn about me. Okay. I'm solving that I'm occupying that 1 hour for you. You shouldn't come and fall behind me, have that craze and all. You should be matured. You watch my content, you love me, you respect me, great. Maybe if I am in trouble where I am not wrong, you come and support me, okay. But otherwise, don't get into my life, my gossips and all, nothing. I don't even ask people to go and defend me. If somebody is saying something bad about me, I don't say go and fight.
You can't afford to give a damn.
Yeah, I won't say. Now, even my friends come and say, right? They came and told this about you to us. I was like, okay, what did you do? I don't want them to support that, saying, yeah, he's like that. But don't go and fight. Now, my friends only that day, one guy came and told something about me to him. He felt bad. He almost started fighting. He is not like that. Sharan is not like that. I know him. How dare you talk to him? I am telling him, you know me, you know Sharan. They know only Powerhouse. They will form an opinion about Powerhouse. We have this conversation a lot. That's why I asked you first. You want to know Sharan or you want to know Powerhouse? Okay.
I think the reason why I said I want to know about Powerhouse is because from the birth of Powerhouse, we'll know how Sharan's life also emerged.
Maybe, I don't know. But see, when I come to shoots like this, I come as Powerhouse. You meet me outside personally, I'll be different.
But I think we picked on a lot about the essence of Sharan's life also.
Yeah.
In this entire conversation.
Yeah. Because Powerhouse, now people have this problem. People say no when they meet celebrities on attitude, or he's not like that in real. What we see, you know why? Because Powerhouse is an extension of Sharan. Okay, means if I am funny in real also. Okay, but Powerhouse is an exaggeration of that one quality of mine. What about others? I can be emotional. I am not crying on camera.
You can't have the same persona on,
I can do serious conversation. I want to be very emotional. I might cry for everything. I don't show it on camera. Now initially when I got into relationships, I had that problem. They came because this guy is loud and whatever, funny. They got to know me and I am moody. I don't respond. Today I want to talk, tomorrow I don't want to talk. Okay, I am almost like very sad. When I'm sad, I don't want to talk. I don't want anybody. I want my space. They were like, oh my god, I didn't sign up for this. Okay, so Powerhouse is an extension of Sharan. See, even a Powerhouse is not my real name. Sharan Chilimbi is also not my real name. It's all stage name. Okay.
Please tell me he's joking.
No, I mean Sharan is my name.
Okay.
The surname is not. So, yeah, even now I live as Sharan Chilimbi. I live as Powerhouse.
What?
No, that don't want. But what I'm saying, this is a character that people enjoy. Tomorrow I may not be there. I told you, like I may go behind the camera or whatever. That time, Powerhouse is not there. Till I'm there, now see IPL videos also, people love me so much. I'm sure like someday I will stop that. Till it's there, you enjoy it, whatever you want.
So this was an incredible conversation with the Powerhouse. Do stay tuned for more podcasts from Saltsnap. All you need to do is follow us on Instagram, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.